Hello and welcome to this videocast for subscribers to davidicke.com. Well, back in the 1990s I coined a phrase, problem, reaction, solution, to describe the most powerful and most used technique of mass mind perception manipulation. It's real simple and devastating because of its simplicity. First of all, you want to change the world or create a situation. And you know that if you just announce openly, this is what you're going to do, or this is what you want to happen, then you're going to get a big reaction against it. So you don't announce it openly. You play the technique of problem, reaction, solution. Stage one, you create a problem covertly. You blame it on someone else, your target, or you create a situation of upheaval of some kind. You then, through an unquestioning media, mainstream media, you tell the public the version of the problem that you want them to believe. And what you're looking for at stage two is the reaction from the public of fear, of outrage, and basically of either do something, or you get the public into a state where they will accept what you're suggesting in ways that they never would without the initial covertly created problem. So you've created a problem, you've got the reaction, do something, or an acceptance of a suggestion that of something you want to do as a result of it. And then stage three, you offer the solution to the problems you have covertly created. Now this has been used to devastating effect so many times over the years, because if it works, why change it? We had a war on terror, still have, with our freedoms being taken away, and war and conflicts galore. And we had the invasion of Afghanistan on the basis of the official story of 9/11 being true, that hijackers, Muslim hijackers, hijacked the planes and flew them into the buildings, etc., as a terrorist act against America. So you had the problem, you had the reaction, understandable outrage and horror, and then you had the solution. And the solution has been the invasion of Afghanistan, the war on terror, taking freedoms away, justified by fighting terrorism, and the whole momentum of war, including Iraq and Syria and Libya and so on, has actually been driven by that initial burst of horror and excuse from 9/11. So if the official story wasn't true, and my goodness me, it wasn't, then all that has been justified since has been on the basis of a lie, a massive, monumental lie. And those with a mind of their own, who have looked at the detailed research into the official story of 9/11, have seen, because it hardly takes a genius to do so, that hardly one strand of that story fits to another. If this is true, that can't be true. If that's true, then that can't be true. The contradictions and the anomalies are stunning. And so this problem, reaction, solution technique has been used over and over again. And what has happened to Malaysian flight MH17 that came down over Ukraine has all the hallmarks of a problem, reaction, solution. And one of the things to ask, crucially, when these things happen, is who benefits? Who benefits from what has happened, and who benefits from me and the public believing the official version of what has happened? So if you look at 9/11, who benefited from that? Well, the Muslim world didn't, clearly. Look at it. The American people didn't, of course. One group, and one group alone, benefited primarily from 9/11. and that was anyone that wanted to launch a war on terror, i.e. a war of acquisition and slaughter, and anyone that wished to use that as the excuse to demolish civil rights, rights to privacy, and basic human freedoms all around the world. So you look at MH17. Who benefits from us believing the official story that it was taken down on purpose by pro-Russian separatists who are fighting the Ukrainian, actually fascist regime in Kiev? Who benefits from that? And who benefits from the connection and the blame being handed on from the pro-Russian separatists to the Russian government and Putin? Well, anyone that wants to demonize Russia. And as I've been saying in my books and in these videocasts in recent weeks, that is precisely the idea, because there is a long-term plan to have a war between the West and Russia stroke China, the Third World War. And in that, you cannot divorce what is happening in Ukraine and the downing of MH17 and what is happening horrifically in Gaza as we speak.
to me.